Alright guys, welcome back to another matchup. This time we're doing Iron Man from the Civil War Dice Throne Homebrew Steam mod. I'll link it down in the description below. Give credit to the modder who came up with this mod. But now we have the second half of the Civil War mod, and that is Iron Man. So we did Captain America before. We're still back with Jeff Boyd, and he's going to be going up against Iron Man. So Iron Man is also very complex, just like Captain America. He has his own power source, own currency system, Arc Reactor power, or ARP. Basically, you can use your ARP to purchase a bunch of different things. So after any roll phase ends, if your turn successfully activated an ability that's not upgraded, you can either have the matching upgrade in your hand, spend 3 RP to play it without paying its CP cost. If you don't have the matching upgrade in your hand, you can spend 4 RP to search your own deck for it, or discard pile, play it, paying half its CP cost rounded up. So this basically means that you can search your deck for a matching upgrade card. You put it on an ability when you activate it. Boost up, or you can boost up, which allows you to, if you lock in an ability, you could spend 3 RP once to boost your damage by 2. This counts as an attack modifier, so basically you can pay free ARP, Arc Reactor power, and boost any ability you activate by 2, which is pretty nice. Also, your Arc Reactor, beginning of your Arc upkeep phase, you gain 1 ARP, then roll 1 and gain ARP on a, I believe that is it's a 4 or 5. So obviously if you roll 4 or 5, you gain ARP for that. So you passively gain ARP through the match, and you can use it to spend upgrade cards. Pretty simple? Alright. It's not pretty simple, it's pretty damn complicated. You start with 0, I believe. Yes, you start with 0, and then it just goes up from there. But we know how to play Jeff already, so let's roll for turn. Alright, so Jeff goes first. Shuffle his deck. Cards. Attack modifier, gain cuteness. Triple up. Let's spend that. Spend all of our CP. And draw 3 cards. Okay, so we have to spend one of these cards. We'll just sell this. Gain CP for ourselves. And let's go to combat. Nothing. Okay. Let's try and go for maybe a 4. There we go. Maybe a 5. Nope. Small straight, deal 6 damage, gain a healing bubble. Alright. Deal 6. Roll 3. Okay. 1 damage per hand, so deal 1 damage. We gain ARP, prevent 2. So we're gaining an ARP, so now we have 1. We're dealing 1 damage, but we're still taking that 6. Alright, and that'll end our turn with Jeff. We'll pass to Iron Man. Grab 5 cards. Upgrade cards. We can spend ARP for that. During our upkeep phase, we gain an ARP. And then we roll. We don't gain an ARP, an extra ARP. Alright, so we gain 2 flight, it's 2 CP, reroll of 2 dice, discard that, or CP. We are going to, I can spend ARP to upgrade, so I might as well just keep that there, and I'll just, you know what, no, let's just go to damage, because I can spend ARP upgrade that. Super. Do I want to do that? Close to doing that. That inflicts knockdown, which is useful. ARP, heal 7, and click knockdown. We're closer to the ARP. Okay. Nope, I think we just whiffed. Yep, we just whiffed. Damn it. There's nothing we can do. I'm gonna spend this. We can gain 2 flight. We can at least avoid taking damage. Remember this path to Jeff, who draws a card. Gains 1 dice, he also gains some speed. Alright. Sell this, make 4, gain cuteness, roll that healing bubble. On a 1, heal 2. Let's do that. We already have cuteness, but deal 7 damage. Deal 7 damage. So we gain ARP, now we got 3, and we deal 1 damage in return. So we're dealing 7 damage. 7 damage? 7 damage. Let's use a flight. Use one of our flights. Roll 2 dice. Player with this token may spend it any time during the roll phase. Once spent, roll 2. If a 6 was rolled, activate this token. Alright, a 6 was not rolled, therefore we do not. We still take the 7 damage. And Jeff will pass turn. We now have 3 CP. We're going to spend it to draw 2 cards. Roll 2. That's 3 CP. Healing. ARP, right? You can spend 3 CP to get this Unity upgrade. We activate Unity. So let's roll. We already have a small straight. Continue to have a small straight. I can spend 3 AP to boost his attack by 2. So deal 8 damage and gain flight. Sure. Deal 8 damage. Jeff uses cuteness. Iron Man doesn't apologize because we all know that he's a douchebag. He'll take 2 damage. He's dealing 8 in return. Jeff gains a healing bubble, deals 1 damage in return, still takes 8. And Iron Man passes turn. Alright, so Jeff gains CP, draws a card, gains an attack modifier, rolls his healing bubble, rolls a 6, so gains 2 and draw a card. Healing bubble, rolls a 1, so he only heals 2. Sell their card. I want to use some of these attack modifiers. I'm going to spend 2 CP though, because I can. I'm going to make Jeff a flying shark and give him that flight. back a CP, and then go into offense. Roll these two. Roll them again. 3, 4, 5, 6. Gain a healing bubble, deal 6 damage. I'm going to roll 2 dice for flying. 6 wasn't rolled, so it wasn't activated. So we're dealing 6 damage to Iron Sword. He's dealing 1 damage to us. We're dealing 6 to him. And we're going to pass turn. So every turn he gets ARP. He didn't roll a 5 or a 4, so he doesn't get an extra one. Gain CP. It's a card. Getting paid. Gonna use that one. Get 2 more CP. I'm gonna upgrade both of these. Like so. And then go to damage. Alright, let's try and go for that knockdown. There we go. Deal 6 damage to an opponent, inflict knockdown. Okay. Jeffy boy. Healing bubble. So he gains healing bubble and gains cuteness. But he's still taking 6 damage. Alright, with that, we pass turn to Jeffy boy. Oh. Do we want to pay CP? Let's pay CP. So knockdown, we pay our 2 CP. So we can do income phase. We get 1 CP and draw a card. We're going to roll a healing bubble, 5, so heal 2, gain CP. Roll again for our second healing bubble, another 5, heal 2, gain CP. Alright. So we're going to try and use these abilities now. These attack modifiers. 5, 5, 5, 2 sharps, deal 7 damage, spends 1 CP, add 2, so that's dealing 9 damage. He's dealing 1 damage in return. With Jarvis, 2 Jarvises, he's preventing 1. So he's preventing 1, so he's only taking 8 damage, and he's dealing 1 in return. Alright. And then with Jeff Boy, we're going to pass turn to him. He's going to gain an ARP. Roll, didn't get a 5. Gain CP and draw a card. Spend 1 CP. Draw 2 cards. Okay, so we can change stuff, which would be kind of nice. Not useful. I'm gonna keep these. Well, not useful. That's useful. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Far straight, deal 8 damage, gain flying. Deal 8 damage. Jeff's gonna do 2 in return. He's also gonna use cuteness. Iron Man's not gonna apologize, and he's gonna take 2 damage. Plus the 2 damage Jeff was gonna deal him. But Jeff takes 8 damage. Alright. Pass turn to Jeffy boy. Gain CP, draw a card, move his status effect. Yes, sir. Get that flight out of here. And we're gonna roll 3 bubbles. That's a small straight though. Do we want to get cuteness or try and go for a large? Let's go for a large. Okay. Nope, didn't get it. It's okay though. We're gonna spend this for 1 CP, roll 5 dice. We're doing the small straight, so we gain a healing bubble, deal 6 damage. We're also gonna see how much we can add to that. 3. So we're adding 3 damage and we're gaining cuteness regardless. So we're dealing 9 damage. Okay, he gains an ARP, deals 1 damage back, and he prevents 1 damage. So he's only taking 8 damage. Okay, I'm dealing 1 damage in return. Alright, and with that, Jeff will pass turn. Iron Man gains ARP, and doesn't get an extra one, draws a card. Does Vegas, baby. Draws a 5, so he gets 3 CP. Probably know what I want to do here. This is not useful, but I can use ARP. Is that only 1 CP? It is only 1 CP. Oh, let's do ARP for that. Pull these 2. Okay. 6 damage, inflict knockdown again. Deal 6, spend 3 RP, make it 8. Just use cuteness. Tony Stark is an asshole. Usurp 1 shark head, dealing 1 extra damage. Gaining cuteness again, but still taking that 8 damage. Alright, so now comes the fun part. We're going to use Hulk Buster for 3 CP. We're going to roll 2 dice. We rolled a 1, so that's 2, but we're going to spend this to change that to a 5. So we gain 6 health points temporarily until our next turn. So we have 11 points until our next turn. So we'll pass to Jeff. I'm going to spend 2 CP to get rid of that knockdown so I can gain a CP and draw a card. And we got paid, so we're getting paid for skipping that knockdown. Rolling for healing bubble. Rolled a 4, so now we got more CP than we used to have. We got nothing, no use for this. So we're going to put that up. We're going to use that. There we go. Deal 7 damage. Deal 7 damage. Okay, so he's preventing 1. He's preventing 3. So he's only taking 4 damage. Alright. So he only took 4 damage. Okay, so he's gaining ARP, rolling, got an extra ARP, card, attack modifier. That's 2 CP though. I'm gonna sell this. No, I already used that. What's under here? I'm gonna sell twice as wild because I don't need it. Because I'm gonna need to use this attack modifier. Okay. So I'm gonna use 4. So I'm gonna deal 6 damage. Use ARP to make that 8 damage. Then spend 2 CP to roll 5. Eight damage is now 9, 10 damage. And we gain an ARP. So that's 10 incoming damage for Jeff Boy. He's going to use Cuteness. Tony Stark, knowing he's going to die if he doesn't, is going to apologize to Jeff Boy. I'm sorry, little shark asshole. Pat pat. And then Jeff will draw a card. And then get that 10 damage. And he will deal 1 damage back to Stark. So Stark gained 6 temporary HP points. So on Jeff's turn, those temporary HP points will go away, down to 1. Because temp HP works as if you would if you die and it all goes away, he would still go down to 1 because temp HP would not go down to 0, it would go down to 1. But if it was going to be, let's say he had 7 HP, got 6 temporary ones, Jeff did 12 damage and got him down to 1, it would still take him down to 1, not 2. That's just the way temp HP works. It does give you an extra buffer, but I think Stark is dead on this turn no matter what, especially because of that. Jeff has almost infinite CP. Play this card immediately and spend a Cuteness token to resolve both effects. Okay, so I don't have a Cuteness token, but I can get one. Not like that. Can tip it do anything? I'll change the value of this dice though to a 4. Gain Cuteness and deal 7 damage. However, I am going to play this card to spend to resolve both effects of Cuteness. So I'm drawing a card no matter what. And Tony Stark is going to go down like a champ, and he is going to say, I don't apologize. To which Jeff will deal an extra 4 damage, killing him instantly. Before even dealing the damage from his attack. Jeff has won through the power of Cuteness, while Tony Stark is lost through the power of being kind of an underwhelming character. I'm not gonna lie, Captain America was pretty damn overpowered, and Iron Man is kind of a little bit weak sauce, not gonna lie. ARP is kind of cool, but also it's like, it isn't doing a whole lot of damage. And I mean, flight's kind of cool and all, but also it's like, if you don't get any of the flight tokens, it's kind of useless. So, Iron Man's kind of weak sauce compared to Captain America. I feel like if they're fighting each other, I know which one would win. But we'll save that matchup for next time when we probably will put these two against each other and see who wins. I think Cap's going to win 100%, but maybe I have terrible rolls and Iron Man sneaks out a win. We'll see, but anyway guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Jeff finally won his game. Finally won a game. against Iron Man, but feel free to play Iron Man, Captain America, Jeff, and any of the other characters. I'll link the 2 Steam mobs down below for the Civil War pack with Captain America and Iron Man, and the Jeff Steam mod pack if you'd like to play him as well. Replicate this on your own time. Like if you like, dislike if you don't, subscribe down if you're new to the channel, and comment down below any possible matchups you'd like to see in the future. And I'll see you guys with the next Dice Throne matchup. Toodaloo!